Eu estou com o Mark Egan, oficial do Rugby para essa etapa, e vou fazer algumas perguntas para ele em relação aos eventos e também o que ele espera para as Olimpíadas. So Mark, first of all, thank you very much for considering this interview with us. What do you think of the technical level of the team so far?
Yeah, I think it's been some very good rugby today. I mean, the teams have come off a tournament in Atlanta last week in very difficult conditions. It's the first time we've actually had a women's series leg where there have been two tournaments 1 week after the other. So I think the players are finding it a little bit hard to get into their rhythm, but we've seen some very good performances out there today. Unfortunately, Brazil didn't get a victory, but they did play some very good rugby at times. But you know, the standard of women's sevens, international sevens, is increasing all the time, and you know, we've been very pleased with the progress here in Brazil in the women's program. Obviously, we want to look a lot closer now at the men's program. You know, the RB has taken the decision to give the Brazil men's and women's teams automatic qualification to the Olympic Games in 2016 in Rio, which was a very big strategic decision for us. You know, we know that there's some very good structures here within the union. They've done a very good job of growing the game over the last 5 years in particular. They've got some very good management in place, some very good governance structures, and we know that we can progress things very quickly here. So we're going to work a lot closer now with the federation, particularly on the high performance programs, and see if we can, you know, boost those programs over the next 2 years in the lead up to Rio.
All right. So, and what about the organization so far? Did you have any problems so far on the stadium or in the city? What do you think? How do you think CBRU work is doing so far?
It's been fantastic. I mean, for a union, a small union like the Brazil Rugby Union, to actually take on this project was a significant investment by them in terms of their resourcing. A lot of pressure on their small management team. And also the support of the sponsors has been very important. So, I mean, the teams are very happy here. I was talking to all the coaches over the last 2 days. They're delighted to be here. They understand the importance of being here. The hotel is fantastic. The food in the hotel is fantastic. The training venues were okay. They could be a bit better, and we know they could be better next year. The stadium is outstanding. Great facilities. You know, a wonderful pitch. It's obviously a soccer pitch, mainly.
Yeah.
And there were some issues around the fringes with some of the water systems and some of the shores here that we had to work on yesterday. But it's a wonderful venue. And okay, small crowd today. It's a Friday. We understand that. But hopefully there could be 7, 8, 9,000 people here tomorrow. And for a first-year event, that is a very good result.
So we can expect next round here in Brazil next year as well?
We hope so. I mean, we will review with the union, with Sammy and Eduardo. We'll sit down and discuss it. It's been a lot of pressure for them. You know, these events aren't easy to organise, and there's a significant financial commitment here from the Brazilian union side as well. You know, we're hoping that they're going to be in a good position coming out of it. They're not doing this to make money. They're doing this to promote the sport and have a major. This is the first major RB event ever in Brazil.
Yes.
And we obviously want to link that to promoting rugby sevens to the wider Brazilian public in the build up to Rio 2016. We think rugby sevens is going to be a really successful sport in the Olympic Games, but we need the support of the Brazilian public to come out and support their teams in the tournament. We have a 20,000 seater temporary venue in Deodoro Olympic Park. It's the biggest temporary venue of the Olympic Games. So we need to fill that stadium and show the IOC that rugby is a really popular, fantastic, dynamic sport to have in the Games.
Okay. And now regarding the Olympic venue, Teodoro, does the delay on the infrastructure is something that worries IRB or the IOC?
Well, we've very good relationships with Rio 2016. There's a team of 5 people here today from Rio 2016. I was there on Monday and Tuesday for technical meetings, and we spent half of Tuesday out in the Deodoro Olympic Park area looking at the site again, going through the plans, meeting with the military, because our training venues are going to be out there in the Deodoro zone, which is fantastic. And actually the commandants of the 2 regiments that I met were so supportive of rugby coming to Deodoro. They want to be involved in rugby development in the Deodoro area. They want to open up their training fields to local people as well, which is fantastic. We still have to discuss how that will work, but that's great. No, we're not concerned. We're very confident that the working relationship is strong with Rio 2016. Yes, the infrastructure plans need to be clarified soon, and that a commitment on that front has been given to all the sports, the 9 sports that are out there. But you know, ours is a temporary venue, so it's not a complex construction. So we know that if the right timelines are hit on the main infrastructure elements, that once they are completed, we won't have any major problems developing our stadium.
Okay then. Thank you very much again, Mr. Mark Egan, and let's hope we have a good games tomorrow as well.
Absolutely, obrigado.